Hi everybody! Welcome to the virtual Welly Walk and Nature Needs You online event. My name is Emily and I'm going to be your storyteller for this afternoon. So go and grab a drink, get nice and snuggly under a blanket and let me tell you a little tale. Once upon a time, in a little northern town called Macclesfield, there was a large, leafy green park known as West Park, and this is where our story begins. There are a lot of characters to behold in Macclesfield, but today we're going to hear a tale about the creatures who call West Park their home. Firstly, I'm going to introduce you to Helena Hedgehog. Helena Hedgehog lives in the piles of colourful, crunchy leaves that can be found in West Park at this time of year, and she loves her warm, cosy home. She lives there with her family of hoglets, and she and her family are friends with all of the other creatures in the park. One thing to know about hedgehogs is that they like to come out at night. So if you see one, you're very, very lucky. Helena Hedgehog and her family like to spend time with the other nighttime creatures in the park, such as Oscar Owl. Now, Oscar Owl is not always the most sociable of creatures, but he is very old and very wise. And his keen eyes don't miss a trick. With his great big wingspan, Oscar Owl lives in the tallest oak tree in West Park, where his father and his grandfather and his great-grandfather lived before him. But if you're hoping to catch a glimpse of Oscar Owl, you might have to live as long as that oak tree. Because while you might hear the soft twit-twoo in the trees, when Oscar Owl flies, he is as silent as the night sky. One of the creatures you're more likely to come across is Cyril Squirrel. If you visit West Park, you're sure to see Cyril Squirrel bounding across the grass and running up trees. He has so much energy, it's hard to keep up with him. But you'll easily be able to spot him by his big, bushy tail. He also has lots of brothers and sisters. See how many you can spot the next time you visit the park. Another familiar face is Deirdre Duck. And if you don't notice her straight away, you'll definitely hear her. Deirdre is the busybody of the park, always waddling around with her head held high and can often be seen preening her feathers on a rainy day. She is the biggest gossip in the park, and whatever Oscar Owl reports back from his midnight patrols in the sky, you can guarantee that the whole park knows the latest news because of Deirdre quacking about it to everyone. Finally, there's Frankie Fox. Frankie Fox thinks that they are the boss of the park. With their big, bright red tail and quick feet, they dance and play around the park and are known for being the naughtiest resident in Macclesfield. But they try to keep everyone's spirits lifted, and they love to make jokes. Frankie Fox's favourite joke is, "What are my favourite biscuits?" "Fox's biscuits, of course!" Oh dear, well, I didn't say that humour was their strong point. Now, one evening, when Oscar Owl was doing his nightly patrol, he suddenly noticed some strange items in the park. He swooped down and, being very clever and wise, he recognised the items as rubbish. crisp packets, drink cans, sweet wrappers, and even an old newspaper. Oscar Owl was shocked. The park was normally so clean and lovely, but he knew exactly what he needed to do. When he got back to the oak tree, he summoned the other nighttime creatures immediately. "We have a problem," said Oscar Owl. "Some silly human has left rubbish in the park, and we must do something about it. There will be children playing here in the park tomorrow, so we have to fix it tonight." "Leave it to us," said Frankie Fox. So Frankie Fox and Helena Hedgehog set to work. Helena Hedgehog and her hoglets scuttled over to the rubbish and gathered it together, and Frankie Fox picked it up with their teeth and popped it into the rubbish bin. By the morning light, Cyril Squirrel, who slept in the tree next to Oscar Owl, had heard all of the commotion last night and bounced across the grass to tell Deirdre Duck straight away. "Oh, Cyril," she said, "of course I already knew. In fact, I almost ate a sweet wrapper before I realised what it was. Please can you put it into the bin for me? I've only got little legs." So Cyril Squirrel picked up the sweet wrapper, scurried over to one of the rubbish bins, climbed up the side and slam-dunked the final piece of rubbish into the bin. By the time the first child had entered the playground, the park was beautifully clean and clear of all rubbish, all thanks to the woodland creatures of West Park. So, the next time you visit West Park and have a lovely time, remember to take home any rubbish with you to save the nighttime patrol from having to do it, and to keep West Park, for all creatures great and small, somewhere that we can all enjoy together. The end. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the story, and I hope you enjoy all the other activities that are going on the page today. And thank you very much. It's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Helena Hedgehog. Goodbye from Oscar Owl. Goodbye from Cyril Squirrel. Goodbye from Deirdre Duck. And goodbye from Frankie Fox. We hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you again. Take care.